Good girl. Right, so I'm back. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had a better one than I did. I spent the last 5 days bedridden, ill as fuck. So, let's get into this. We're going to test our little, well, not going to test, we've already done that while I was making them. We're going to demonstrate the use of these bush and ball joint puller cups using the Vevor SYK 15-ton small hydraulic cylinder, the hole punch kit, which we're repurposing for many different things. Actually, this is going to be the last of this. You're going to see for a little while, for the minute, because I've got other kits I'm going to be using to make other things for next. However, right, let's get into this. We have our press cups. These. We have the seating cup. And we have the pulling sort of catch cup. We have our drawbar. We have our adapter. And we have the connector nut. This is a stainless steel one, because we haven't got to worry about galling the threads, because we're not using them under rotational force. This is our drawbar that we made using the threading tool for the milling machine. The die holder that I made, that's in a previous video. If you want to see that, go and check it out. It's actually the most successful video I've had so far, which is nice. Thank you everybody for that. Lots of new subscribers. Hopefully you come back and have a look and see what's going on with the rest of this, because most of you don't, but new faces are always welcome regardless. So let's do this nice easy one. This is a fresh arm I've just pulled out of my supply. It's not been taken apart at all. It is completely virgin to any processes. The only thing that is damaged is the covers have been pulled off of this. I'm not entirely sure why. Can't remember, it's been there for so long. So these are all rotten in place. They're an absolute mess. If you have a look at these here, so if I can get you a picture on this one, you can see this is all just one piece, all just corroded into one piece. And same with that, that's all corroded in place. So let's get some nice pops and bangs going on as we open this thing up and get it doing its thing. What can you see? Can you see over there all right? Good enough. Good enough for today. Let's do that, shall we? There we go, we'll get a better view of that like that, hopefully. Right, we've got the overhead, we've got the left, we've got the right. Let's get into this. So first what we're going to do is we're going to put our adapter on the short thread end of the drawbar, like so. Nice and easy. This is an M12 by 1.75 thread. This is silver steel, so drill rod, so nice and strong. And we have a 8.8 high tensile piece of M20 by 1.5 all thread here, which I had from a previous puller project many years ago, which I've taken an end off and just threaded down the middle. That is going to go into our piston, because that's the thread that takes. So we're going to send that down in there, like so. Lovely. Hello Ralph. That's unlocked, good. I think the first one we're going to do is our bush at the bottom here. So let's take, I don't know if we need to use that today. Let's see if we can do it without using that. That goes through there, like that. Yeah, that should work out alright. And we take our press cup and we'll push that through there. So the only thing I had to do prior to doing this demonstration was run a 12mm drill bit through the centre of these, because they've been off the vehicle for so long and outside rotting in the rain, they were full of rust. Now normally that wouldn't be something you'd have to deal with, so I did that off camera, but full disclosure, I have run one through it just to take out the corrosion. So we're going to wind, you can't even see anything because my head's in the way. We're going to wind that in here. Now this cylinder just passes past this damper mount bracket, which is really nice. So we're going to wind that in there, get that all seated up nicely. This cup should fit over the top of there. There we go, that's seated a bit better. Right, and we're going to extract this. Let's wait for the noise, shall we? Should be a good one on this. Nice. If this had a few millimeters more of pull, it'd be perfect. But it is what it is. I did make the threads on this drawbar intentionally long enough to be able to cope with this. And that should be, there we are. So that's the bush out. No damage to the face of that, which is always nice. It comes off nice and easy. And that is the bush. See how destroyed that is? That is a mess. Okay, one out. Let's do the next one. Put that there. Let's grab the ball joint cup, which is a slightly different size. That can go in there like that. Spin this one up. Got to be more aware of my cameras, haven't I? Problem with this, doing this genuinely, is you only get one shot at doing it like the first time. Just take the strain up on that. Looks like everything's seated nicely around there. Oh, look at that. Nice and easy. I like it when jobs are nice and easy. Again, we've got to take 2 bites at this. But not by much. So there we have it, successful extraction. The ball joint, despite having the covers on it, it's actually not the worst one I've ever pulled out of one of these arms. And the bush. So the idea of this was that we should be able to take this cup now, and we should be able to put our new ones. This is actually a genuinely brand new bush. And this is a ball joint out of a previous arm I've got, which is still in virtually new condition, and we're going to seat them straight up with no trying to fidget it left and right to get them both in place. They're just going to go in. So let's do the ball joint first. Let's put the bush cup on there as a spacer, and then the ball joint cup. Seat the ball joint in there, and then we will put that in there like that. Wind it all the way in. Make sure that that ball joint cup is seated properly. That should just press in until it stops like that. And we'll give it a little wind up and just make sure it's where it's supposed to be. that's stopped. Let's see how successful that was. I would say that's looking real good. We have an even gap both sides. I don't know if you can see it in the shadow there, but we have that pressed in. Beautiful, flush both sides. That's real nice. I'm liking that. Let's do the same with the bush. I've got a brand new bush. Let's swap the two cups over, like so. Bush goes in place. Let's wind that on. Now the idea of this kit is that you can do this on the car without too much hassle. But for demonstration purposes, as you can see, we have it off the vehicle. So, pull that in. Oh, nice. It's looking good. Take a second bite on that one. What I'm thinking about doing is taking the top hex off of this nut because it just interferes with the backing plate. That gets in like that. Let's get this one pressed till it stops. It's there. Get this off. Oh yes, I'll take that. So there, as you can see, we have an even press both sides. Well, it doesn't look like it, but there is actually a ridge here, a casting line here. So if you measure those up, that's within 0.5 millimetre of each other either side, which probably less, to be fair. It is measured up to about 1/4 mil, so about 10 thou. So there you go. Two new bush, new ball joint. The next tool we've got to make is to do these down here. The main controller, the main trailing arm bushes. But that is a job for another day and a tool for another video. Right, the bush and ball joint kit. Another success. I like that. That's what we need, is some success around here. It starts the good new year in a good way. So, the Vevor SYK 15 hydraulic hole punch, the bush and ball joint press kit, all homemade and adapted to work with the cylinder. Works, does its job. It's nice and simple, nice and quick and nice and easy. I will take that every day. Okay. So I've got some more projects coming up this year. I've got a flywheel style fly cutter I've got to finish making. I've got adapters for another hydraulic kit that I've got for pushing the half shafts out of the centre of the axles here, because these get stuck quite a lot on these cars. You might well find that in the US, if you're in the Rust Belt, that these half shafts get stuck in here as well. So we're going to make a tool that goes onto the hub here. I'm going to do it for both the Mercedes and for the BMWs that I've got. Wheel bearing's knackered. I've MOT'd worse. And it's going to press out the half shafts because I've had problems with those before. So that's the next tool we're going to be making. So yeah, plenty more things to come. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Any ideas you want to try out. I'll see if I can accommodate them. But there we are, happy days. Well, let's get back in the garage and start making more stuff, shall we?